So yesterday I was talking about a conversation I overheard when I was teaching at DeVry between an English teacher and a student. And in response to that conversation, I invented a distinction that I think could be useful to students. That's the distinction between being a weekend major and a weekday major. If you major in something that I call a weekend major, you can sit down and read a book and revel in the glory of, you know, other ages and other days. And as you read more and more, you'll find that you have a deeper and deeper understanding of history and things like that. And then there are weekday majors, and weekday majors are majors that have at their center, business classes. Um, that's the most common weekday major. But a weekday major gives you something to do during the week. You're going to be able to earn a living, and that's important. But the divide between weekend and weekday majors turns out to be problematical. The weekday majors, on the weekends, they go and they drink beer and they do other things that are maybe not intellectually satisfying. And over time, they're going to get tired of just living their life that way. Not everybody's going to get tired of that, but a lot of people do get tired of that. If you go to work every day and you don't really have a good humanities education, you're going to find that you're missing out on a lot of things. You can go to cultural events, plays downtown, or festivals, but you're not really going to understand the basis of those festivals at all. Weekend majors, on the other hand, are going to understand that. They're just not going to have any money to spend on those things. So, what you really want to do in your education is you want to accomplish a little of both. You want to have an understanding of what it means to be a human being apart from labor and work. But you have to also understand, if you're a weekend, if you majored in the weekend, then you have to understand that people who have skills are not as useless as you think, and they think you're useless. I don't believe that the perspective of either, when taken to the extreme, is true. I do think that the middle point between those two hard endpoints, on the one hand, the weekend major who just wants to not have anything to do with money, on the other hand, the total weekday major who thinks that the humanities are stupid and the people who are trying to break boundaries are just idiots. I think that either position is flawed. I think the middle position between those two may be weaker, but it will be more whole. And to have a position that will give you both perspectives is better than taking an extreme perspective on one or the other. So my feeling about weekend majors is that they are very smart, but they tend to discount, as the teacher I was listening to at DeVry discounted, the experience of people who actually want to act in the world. That's a problem not for the people who want to act in the world. That's a problem for English majors, weekend majors. The problem for weekday majors is that they don't really have a lot of depth in their life. If you want depth, you have to understand that what the weekend majors know is not something that's instantly available to you. And it's going to take you some time if you really want to explore that and explore it in a different way. You're going to have to really think about it. It's not a matter of just saying, this is immediately available to me, so I don't have to study English or history or anything like that. The same thing is true of weekday majors. Both majors have within them the possibility of giving you a broader, more fuller life in conjunction with the other. So if you're a weekday major, you should think about the weekend. If you're a weekend major, you should think about what you're going to do during the week. And that's my lecture for the day. I'll see you tomorrow with another lecture, which I call the greatest lecture ever.